Yo, what's happening everyone here? This is Jeep Money Road here, and this is just gonna be a little, I guess a little, like, small commentary, just to overall give my, feelings and opinion about the upcoming, remake of, Dead Space, remake. So, what do I think about the, what do I think about it overall? Well, as far as I am concerned, I think the game overall, at least as far as we have seen in the presentation of the first 3 chapters and overall everything in the trailers, I think the game itself looks absolutely fantastic. I think the game itself might actually hold up very well, and also I say this for a good reason, in my opinion, the fact that the name Dead Space is such a familiar name and such a familiar franchise back a few years ago. Almost a decade, it's actually been almost a decade ago since the last Dead Space, which, in my opinion, the third Dead Space was pretty ferocious in some ways. It's pretty much the black sheep of the franchise, but I overall played it through because I was kind of curious to know the conclusion of the end of the story, and of course after the main course, they also came out with the DLC. Which, that one also kind of didn't feel as satisfying because it just didn't make any sense to bring Isaac and Carver back from the dead and just to have them basically get killed off. Well, at least I would think they killed off, considering that ending was a bit confusing. But, off topic real quick, again, I think the Dead Space remake is got good potential to actually be a very good game. Now, the criticisms around it, some of the criticisms, some of them are valid. Some others, not so very much. Like, okay, I don't get too big on, controversies and everything, because honestly, to me, it's just another thing people just like to, get involved with, because they want to be part of the whole thing and everything. But my take on it though is, I think the remake overall it looks like it had definitely improved upon the original formula of the original Dead Space, and I think it's gonna actually turn out pretty good. Now here's the thing too, it's not here to completely replace the original. The original is always gonna be here, it's always gonna stay, so if you feel the need that you still wanted to stay and play the original, then that's up to you, that's fine. That is totally fine. You still have a chance to play the original on PC or Xbox 360 or Xbox One's backwards compatibility if you have it on Xbox. Or if you happen to have a PlayStation 3, still lying around and you have your PS3 copy of it, then you still can play it. And then, overall you could enjoy it then. But to me, I like to see what they are gonna do with the remake, and honestly, it's gonna be so amazing. Honestly, I had played the original Dead Space back in October 21st, 2008. Yes, I had to actually dig up my achievement list to find out what date did I play the game on. And honestly, it's kind of crazy to think that it has been nearly 15 years since the original. And honestly, it just brings back so much nostalgia feelings I had back then. So the remake itself, not also it's going to be fresh and new in some aspects, but it's also going to be familiar. It's also going to be something that I remember. And honestly, I am really looking forward to it. Again, Dead Space is such a unique IP because, man, it's just brilliant. Like, it's just something about it. It just brings so much, some ideas to the table now. It's not the first to revolutionize, it may not be the first to revolutionize, like, survival horror. I mean, let's face it, let's leave it to Resident Evil 4 for that. Resident Evil 4 changed everything in a good way for most games. So, I have to give Resident Evil 4 this, which also, by the way, I'm looking forward to the remake of that as well. So, be on the lookout for that on my Twitch channel when that comes out, if you want to see my reactions and everything. Same thing for the remake. I'm going to be streaming the game this upcoming Friday for the remake, so if you want to check that out, you can look in the link in the description for my Twitch channel. But, yes. But yeah, I think it's going to overall turn out fantastic. And honestly, the cutscenes they have showcased so far, it looks impressive. It looks so, like, detailed and everything. And honestly, it looks a little bit more gorier and more visceral. Just the necromorphs peeling, their skin off with the weapons. It's just, oh, it's just so good, so freaking good. I'm just so happy that they actually taking attention to details and same time keeping some of the originality of the game. At least so far by the first 3 chapters they have shown, and a little bit of the trailers they have, have shown, and from IGN's like final preview video talking about it. But yeah, nevertheless, I am pretty okay, excited. You can probably tell my excitement is pretty all over the place, cause man, Dead Space has been out of commission for quite a long time, almost a decade, I would probably say, ever since Visceral Games got shut down back in 2017. And honestly, it was pretty sad that EA did that. Now, I will admit, when they announced the remake, I was a bit concerned. The fact is, like, are they really gonna try this? So I didn't had no confidence at first, but that is until Motive started putting out some updates. They're showing the progression on the game itself overall, and I'm honestly just mind blown away of the details they were going into, to the sound, also to the dynamic of how Isaac is like how he talks in the game whenever he is when he has low health or full health. Also, the way how he reacts in the vacuum environmental areas, where he runs out when he's getting ready to run out of breath and everything, and it's just so amazing. So I honestly was like hoping that Motive actually brings back a little bit of Dead Space to this modern era, but this time with better graphics, better writing, sound, improve upon gameplay. Like, it's pretty much the gameplay itself. It took about some of the gameplay elements from Dead Space 2, and a little bit of Dead Space 3 when it comes to the side quests of things. So, which I'm actually pretty excited for that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how much as I can give out my commentary, but I hope you do enjoy the rest of this gameplay that's running in the background, which I did not know about this, by the way, about this suit in the video you're watching. I didn't know this thing exists. When I first saw it and I was live streaming it Sunday, I was pretty excited. I was just like, dude, this suit looks so cool. But please, if you somehow listen to this, if you ever did, please make this like, I don't know, like a surprise, reward if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty or something. Oh, I don't know, maybe a little like a DLC. I don't know, do something. I would like to see this thing in the remakes, visuals and everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is G Money One here. Again, if you want to tune in to my my stream this Friday for the Dead Space remake, go check out my Twitch channel and go ahead and hit the follow if you want to, see my reaction. On that note, this has been G Money One here, and until then, farewell, everyone.
Great, you got a shock pad. Combine that with the thermite at the barricade to destroy it. Shit. I can hear more coming. Moving through the vents. Stay safe, Isaac.
Entering zero gravity. Exiting zero gravity. Entering Exiting vacuum.